When I first got the tree, I was at McClellan Air Force Base. The tree was fairly new, just placed into the yard. Shortly after that, maybe a few weeks, my home was built here in Sacramento. As a going-away present, I took the tree. It was a small tree at that time. I dug it up and brought it over and planted it. This tree is now roughly 50 years old. Everybody loved that tree. You know, they come over here from all over to get fruit from the tree. It's more than just a tree. It's a symbol of happiness. I finished high school at 16 and went to college. It was a very traumatic, unhappy 2 years, my first 2 years. Because I'm 16 and 17. Everybody else is 19 and 20, 21. So after 2 years of that, I was coming home. I would take a train going across the Bay Bridge, and I saw an ad said, join the Air Force. So I said, that sounds like a good idea. So when I got off the train, I went to the recruiting station in Oakland and talked to the guy that was doing recruiting, and he said, why don't you just take the test and we'll see how you do. So I took the test, and he said, wow, you did really well. He said, you could go to power training or anything you want to in the Air Force. So I said, okay, sign me up. So right then I joined the Air Force. And then I went home, and I told my mother, I says, I joined the Air Force. She said, you did what?
See your nearest Air Force recruiter now.
I think it was 12 of us that all joined the Air Force that same day, and we're all on the same train. Before I left, though, my dad told me, because I had never been in the South, things going to change for you when you get down south. He said, it's going to be different. He says, when you get on the train, when you get to El Paso, they're going to make you move to the back court with the black people. So it was like he said, when we got to El Paso, they called me, and I was the only black one in that group. And I had to go all the way in the back. Some of the guys was going to go with me, but they wouldn't let them. That was my first real experience with racial prejudice. 1951, President Truman had just outlawed segregation in the military. Before, you had a black Air Force and a white Air Force. So a lot of that was still hanging on. When I was in the cadet program, I went through a lot of things that the others didn't. We would have inspections every day. And no matter what I did, how I made my bed, how I shined my shoes, how I cleaned my area, they always found something wrong. And I would get a gig, and a gig meant 1 hour of walking on the weekends. So I was very disappointed in what was happening to me, and I felt like quitting, to be honest with you, and I thought maybe I should quit. But then something inside of me said, well, if you quit, no one's going to ever get in, you know. So you'll have to stick it out. I guess your motive for what you're doing is what's going to drive you. My motive was trying to be a success for my family. The family is what keeps us together, keeps us strong, and the family is what we fight for.
Family is the greatest gift that God gives you. And we have been blessed, as I've been blessed, to understand that my family is the greatest gift I've got. They are the thing that allows me to get up every day and to endure.
In the early years, and many of us are shaped by our youth, even if we don't really recognize the impact that youth had on us as to how we are adults now and how we navigate life now. The focus of my life was my parents, my father and my mother. I remember looking at my father as a young girl thinking, wow, so many things that being his daughter and experiencing his navigation in life, there's so many things I could just talk about.
My cultural awakening occurred once again when we left the military base. We grew up in an environment where there was a chain of command. So color was less an issue until we got to South Sacramento. But the impact and effect of being off base was the inculcation of me beginning to understand or at least experience racism in a very different way.
I look now and I think, okay, I accepted it, not knowing really the reason why things were different. Maybe those conversations would have been difficult for my parents because we were so young. And also we had never really experienced issues with race up until that point. So how do you frame that for a child?
The only time you did not live on the base is when you were here in Sacramento, when we came here. And you changed completely. Your whole concept changed because you were dealing with a bunch of black kids and you wanted to be black.
However, what does it take to be black in America? That's a pretty good question. Because being black is as much about a mindset
Over the state of Georgia, we is fed up with this shit
as it is about a reality.
How was it, Muhammad, anyway, to be a Negro boy in the South?
We say black now.
All right, black. All right. Is it not the same thing?
What? No, Negro. We are taught that all people are named after country. Chinese are named after China. Cubans are named after Cuba. Irish people are named after Ireland. Indonesians named after Indonesia. Japanese are named after Japan. Australians are named after Australia. But there's no country named Negro.
This brother here, myself, all of us were born with our hair like this, and we just wear it like this because it's natural, because the reason for it, you might say, is like a new awareness among black people that their own natural appearance, physical appearance, is beautiful and it's pleasing to them. For so many, many years, we were told that only white people were beautiful. Only straight hair, light eyes, light skin was beautiful. And so black women would try everything they could to straighten their hair, lighten their skin to look as much like white women. But this has changed because black people are aware. And white people are aware of it too because white people now want natural wigs. They want wigs like this. Dig it? Isn't it beautiful? All right.
What's it take to be part of a legacy? It takes a perception. It's all about who controls the language and the definitions of who we are.
Mr. President, I'd like to teach you how to say, let's make America great again in Spanish. So, vamos a hacer América grande otra vez.
America grande otra vez.
Brought to you by Botox and Ozempic.
It was so good. It was so. I saw that tweet. I said, I saw it and I almost retweeted you back. Best tweet ever from Will Cambridge.
What do you think that entrance would look like?
Where's your mask, you neurotic freak? I'll do it on CNN Plus. Oh, that failed because everyone hates you.
To say goodbye to rapper
so
Nipsey
great,
Hussle.
because it's
Now,
so
this Dear artist recently released a song called SDT. F, Donald Trump. The chorus, it goes on and on. Is that related to the lowest unemployment ever, basically, for African Americans?
What does it mean to be black?
Black is beautiful. Black is dynamic. Black is spiritual. Black is a cultural connection. Black is athletic. Black is intelligence. Black is community. Black is joy. Black is a celebration of life.
See, my time's over. But I have hope that my grandkids and my great-great-grandkids that are coming have a better world. What we're going through now is just a bad time, but it will pass. I think it's just a matter of time.